That's the truth.
All right. As we lay, I had to. I had to welcome to Party in the Chat, everybody. Did we not just have a good old funky time with that one? As we lay. Y'all, that was hilarious to me. That was absolutely hilarious to me. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give me a couple of seconds to grab my glasses because I'm about to need it the way I'm about to read tonight. Party in the chat. And listen, take a couple of seconds yourself and go pour yourself a glass of champagne or whatever you need. And we will meet right back here in 30 seconds.
I will pray for you, but if you get on my nerve, I will cuss you smooth out. My mouth ain't under control yet, and I can throw these hands. And let me tell you something, if I get my hands on you, I promise you, you gonna know you've been in a fight. But I'm trying not to go there because I'm in transition.
And that's what Angela should have been on. That's what Angela should have been on. Because what you not going to, y'all, I'm still hyped. I might have to run that song again towards the end. Hey, as we lay, baby. That song, listen, didn't it bring back some memories for some of y'all out there? For some of you Portias out there? Didn't it bring back some memories? Thank you. Trey Club 5 says, I love it. I love it. Listen, we just having a good old time tonight. It's Thursday night. Typically, we do party in the chat on Monday night, but things happen. I know I got some aunties out there that was snapping their fingers and leaning back and rocking their heads. Yes, I got you. Queen Sheba got you. Y'all, we are talking all things the Real Housewives of Atlanta tonight. Sweet 16, episode 9. I told you I got you, boo. I said, just hold on, sit tight. I'm coming. And I'm going to do my due diligence with this. Now, some of y'all are new. I get it. Some of you are new. But listen, and what I'm starting to see in my comments is, oh my God, you hate this person. You hate that person. And Shawnee said, run it back. I might have to run it back, Shawnee. I might have to run it back because I was over here chilling. But listen, some of you are new and welcome. We love having new people here. Calm down. Sit down somewhere. It's your first day on the job. Let us onboard you properly into the palace. It's like, that's why I see some of y'all get fired within the first 30 days of your job. American Born says she need me to run it back. I might. Calm down. It's an onboarding period when you new. HR rule 101. When you come into a new place, a new job, a new facility, don't say nothing. Don't do nothing for the first 30 days. Some of y'all too quick on the trigger. You coming in, oh, you're mad. No, it's the way I articulate. I articulate with authority. Listen, I don't care. I don't know these people. Y'all, I'm leaving. Don't leave. Let us onboard you. Sit down somewhere. Don't even put that in the comments. Don't change up the policies and the procedures around here. Texas Cannon said, as a matter of fact, give it 90 days. Listen, don't come over here trying to change up the policies and procedures. Sit back and relax. You ain't even gave it 30 days to see. You know what I'm saying? I articulate. I know some of y'all aren't used to that on YouTube with all that hooping and hollering and ignorance. But over here, we're going to give you a little bit of that. We're going to give you a little bit of all of that. But just because somebody articulates and speaks with authority doesn't mean we hate anybody. We don't hate nobody, honey. We just giving you some content. People tell me, oh, they hate Porsha. No. Are you not looking for content? Are you not? Y'all keep saying y'all want content. You're getting it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Leisha, because we settled in nicely over here, real nice. Grab a blanket, a cocktail, ginger tea if you need it. But we're about to get into this episode. I could not wait. I have a lot to say. And, I don't know. I might still piss off some new hires over here in the palace. So the new people are now called the new hires, y'all. Okay? Coming in like Shador Sanders. Pretty much. Thank you. That is hilarious. They coming in like Shador Sanders. Sit down somewhere. Trying to change the culture around here. Listen, I ain't even drafted you yet. Have a seat. You sure right, Gemini goddess. So, Real Housewives season 16, episode 9. Y'all blew my mind. This episode blew my mind. Erica Marie says, you are passionate, queen. Thank you for providing us quality content instead of ghetto mess in these YouTube streets. Now, a little bit is good, right? As long as you don't stay there too long, right? But girl, they be rapid fire, Twitter fingers, YouTube fingers, butterfingers. I'm like, baby, you assessing too wrong. You trying to diagnose something that don't exist. But with that being said, y'all, my dogs want to wrestle in the background. They always start that crap every time I go live. They decide it's WWE. It's tonight, Thursday. Yeah, they on schedule, I think. But anywho, so in this episode, let me say this real quick. Shamia, Porsha got you out here looking bad. I mean, real bad. And I'm talking about crackhead bad. Crackhead bad. You fiending. Porsha got you out here fiending. And for the record, Shamia, if you don't know, now you know. Porsha doesn't fool with you. You are a means to an end. And as long as you was playing the Robin to her Batman, she was A-okay with you. Porsha don't fool with you. So why are you hoping that Portia's going to pick up the phone and call you? That's not going to happen. Okay? Now, I was windmilling my ass off for Shamia, for you, Shamia, when Angela called you Portia's lapdog. I think that was episode 2, right? And I'm gonna have to say, you after watching, we're episode 9. We 9 in. We on the 9. Welcome on the 9. We on the 9. Now we done went from 1 to 9, and I've been windmilling my ass off for you. And I'm gonna have to say, you're not a lapdog. You're not. I don't think you're a lapdog. But what you are and what you're coming across as Portia's emotional support pet. You out here looking crazy. You out here looking weak. You out here looking like you lack confidence. You out here looking insecure. Damn. Get yourself together. You got us chocolate girls out here bad. You got us out here looking bad, girl. Straighten your damn back up. I need you to act like you got some damn sense and act like the wife of a damn millionaire. Y'all, hello? Act like the wife of a damn.
I don't want to talk about it.
You just said, I'm going to talk about
Kill it. I get angry. I don't want to.
Damn. That's all I'm saying. I'm hollering at the screen when Shamia comes on. Now, let me go to Kelly real quick. Kelly, I can't. Damn. I think I'm going to say damn a lot today. Damn, I cannot. With Kelly, I cannot. With Shamia in my Florida Evans voice, I'm sorry. I earned it. I have a right to say it. And I'm going to do just that. Damn. Kelly, we get it. Damn. You're on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Calm down. Damn. Act like you've been somewhere before. I feel like Kelly does too much. I can hardly stomach Kelly and her screechy, scratchy voice. And not because I think she's a bad person, baby. You trying too hard. You already on a television screen. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. You're way over the top. Jeez Louise. I'm trying hard, y'all, but I cannot with Kelly. I have to fast forward through her scenes. I almost cringe when she comes on the scene. I can't. If you just take a little bit off. Now, heels in a doggy park, y'all, for a doggy party, you trying too hard. That's what I'm talking about. You putting 20 on 10. Bravo, give me my damn time back. You hitting us with Flonase, wax faces, scammers, fake businesses, pistol toting, titties out in every scene, hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. Give me my damn time back. And Andy, I know you didn't want to comment on Kenya Moore and you talking about how the season's going to get good. Well, damn it, we need it to get good right now because this ain't it. And Cynthia started off this episode, y'all. She acknowledged that the end of the trip was weird. Okay, weird. You think so? And as I'm sitting there, y'all got to pay attention to what's happening here. I thought, okay, I find it strange that folks on this show, the cast, I'm talking about the cast. Now, y'all didn't hesitate to call Kenya out, although she was provoked, right? She was wrong, but she was provoked because she felt like her life was in danger. But that's okay. Y'all did not hesitate to call Kenya out. But now when it comes to Porsha, you fail to find the words for Portia's antics, for Portia's hoe activities. Now it's just the way everything ended was weird. We not gonna call a hoe. We not gonna call a thing a thing. So it seems like they're staying in this safe zone and referring to it as well, the end of the trip kind of ended weird. You know exactly what the fuck happened. She said she wanted to fuck that lady's husband. Call a thing, just like you did with Kenya. And that's what I meant when I said, for me, what I'm starting to feel like, and that don't mean I'm right, y'all. For those of you that are new, I'm just giving you my opinion as a facilitator of the channel. For me, that's what I meant when I said I feel like there's some grown woman energy that's missing. Now they didn't got Kenya out. I feel like it's gang up against Angela. Am I the only one that's picking up on this? So all of a sudden, don't nobody really know what's going on. We just gonna say the end of the trip ended weird. Now, Cynthia, you say you stand on business. Because you sat there and you had a whole conversation with Drew regarding how baby daddies are off limits when it comes to Porsches and Dennis. So now husbands are free game now when it comes to Porsha and whomever Porsha decides she want to lay with. So now husbands are free game, free agents. But when it comes to Dennis, you got to sit down and have a come to Jesus meeting with Drew, how we don't film with baby daddies because that's weird and that gets uncomfortable. But Porsha can sit her ass up on camera and say what the hell she going to do to somebody's husband and don't nobody have any words for. If y'all not peeping game and see what's going on, they trying to take them out one by one, y'all. But let me come on back to the conversation. See, it seems like when it comes to Porsha, I don't know if they scared of Porsha or what, but it seems like the rules don't apply. Is there anybody in the room? Is there anybody on this cast? Is there anybody in the room with a backbone? Because if so, backbone, party of one, your table is ready. Backbone, party of one, your table is ready. I'm sitting there. I'm confused. I can't believe I'm seeing what I'm seeing and hearing what I'm hearing. Now, Cynthia's sitting there. They're giving her the rundown because she's pretending she didn't know, even though she was in the house. Come on now. As much as we text, run to each other's room, but we're going to go with that because they didn't catch it on camera. And because we don't have receipts of you receiving the information, we're going to play like you don't know. And you have to be updated the next day. But okay, girl, we are not boo-boo the fool. But come to find out, these ladies were downstairs. They're giving the rundown, right, to Cynthia the next day. Come to find out, after Shamia and everybody is down and Kelly is downloading to Cynthia, come to find out, in addition to what Porsha was doing, they were also downstairs ganging up on Angela, y'all, calling that lady all kind of names and making fun of her, calling her Big Bird, all of that. Now, that's not cool to me when it comes to that. That's not cool to me. Let me tell you something. Hell, we all ugly to somebody. Each and every one of us. I don't care how bad you think you are. I don't care how much of a dime piece you think you are. Everybody is ugly to somebody else, to somebody. We all ugly to somebody. So that's why I don't really too much care for going for people's looks, because you ugly to somebody. Because baby, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And depending on who you in front of, you could be dog shit ugly. I'm just saying. So there's so many resources out today with wigs, makeup, surgery, nails, lashes. Ain't too many ugly folks I see. It's too many shields you can carry. It's too much shit you can do. But we all ugly, as a reminder to somebody, just in case you forgot. Am I right? The nerve to sit there, grown ass women in their 40s, making fun of another woman, a beautiful woman too. Let's not Angela bad. Angela's a beautiful woman. She might be a little bit boring and want to go to bed early, but she ain't ugly. And that's what we not finna do. Gang up and start attacking somebody. Because women are very sensitive to their looks. They are. whether they want to admit it or not. Period, point blank. Women are very sensitive to their bodies, their shapes, their flaws, their fupas, the details of it all. So I don't really cut for that kind of behavior. I don't, period, point blank, from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Now, Shamia, while you out there laughing, you barely made the cut, if the truth be told. Now, while you out there laughing and making fun of women and all of this, you barely made the cut. And I know you find it funny about Snaggapus ass Porsha wanting to F Charles, but listen, don't. Because the day you find out that she had Gerald, and she just may have, you never know. The day you find out she had Gerald or came close to having Gerald, keep that same energy. But I'm going to come back to that, okay? So now we got Snaggapus ass Porsha. We got, and I know damn well, wax face ass Kelly wasn't down there laughing at nobody. Wax face and Snaggapus. Child, it's the gang up for me. And I'm glad Angela went down there to confront Porsha. And her scary ass ran off. I'm glad Angela ran. I'm sure that took a lot of energy and a lot of effort because the numbers were against you in the house, but I wouldn't have gave a damn. Angela put on her bonnet and took her grown ass out there to confront Porsha. And guess what Porsha did? She ran off because I guarantee you she recognized that whatever it was that Angela was standing on that night by way of energy, it was real in that moment. So her scary ass ran off. I be trying to tell y'all. Baby, you can't whoop everybody. I know some of y'all Billy badass and you done had a few fights in high school and you raise your voice and you can do this and you'll slap a hoe, but you can't whoop everybody. You can't whoop everybody, baby. Watch the ones who ain't really trying to go back and forth with you like that. Them the ones you need to watch. Those are the fighters, if the truth be told. Them your fighters. The ones that's, I'm gonna let them make it. I ain't gonna do too much. They trying to keep their voice calm. They're trying to manage their tone, their reaction, their facial expressions, because they know it can go left at any given moment. Those are your fighters right there. You ain't never got to worry about the loud ones, if the truth be told. The loud ones who like to run their mouths like Porsha, it's the ones like Angela that'll walk in that motherfucker and start slanging bodies on sight. No questions asked. That's all I'm saying. Now, we often mistake the alpha female for the one that does the shit talking. No, ma'am. I'm trying to teach y'all something tonight. I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Alpha is energy. It's a force. It ain't got shit to do with words and how you can read a bitch down. Alpha is an energy. You can feel it. They ain't got to say a word because their silence is their power. However, I will say this, when Angela did decide to come down and speak, when she did decide to speak, Porsha ran. She knew you messing with a real one in that moment. You fucked around and you found out, oh shit, this different. This feels a little bit different. See, because Porsha likes to pick fights with poodles. What you mean, Queen Sheba? Exactly what I said. Porsha likes to pick fights with poodles. Porsha remind me of a boxer that I had. I had that boxer for 13, 14 years before she passed away. Her name was Pearly. I used to take Pearly to doggy daycare. Okay, Pearly was kind of aggressive. And I would take her to doggy daycare and get her playtime with the other dogs. And then I would pick her up and read her progress report. And they would say, Pearly did a good job until. So I'm reading the report until she picked a fight with a poodle. Oh, I was embarrassed as hell. My big ass dog trying to pick on a poodle. And that's, listen, until she picked a fight with a poodle. That's embarrassing. When you go pick up your big ass dog and you realize that your dog picked on a poodle. That's what I mean. Porsha reminds me of Pearly. She likes to pick fights with dainty poodles. Think about it. Am I lying? Drew, Cynthia on that boat, Kenya, when she drug her by her hair, that assistant that she attacked in the alley, and then Dennis's mom, who's an old lady. Porsha likes to pick fights with poodles. Snaggerpuss likes to pick fights with poodles and fuck on people's husbands. Am I lying? Exactly. But she was scared of Candy, and now she's scared of Angela. And Cynthia, how come you didn't push back when Porsha was giving you her excuses for what she said and how she said it and what she meant? You sat there, you nodded, you gave her an amen. But with Kenya, you had zero to no tolerance because it's women empowerment, it's girl code. I need them to keep the same energy. I'm confused. What's going on here? I feel like they're trying to gang up and push any type of potential off of this show. I'm sorry, y'all. That's what I'm seeing. I could be wrong, but that's what it's starting to feel like. And then Porsha tried to throw mud by insinuating that there was more about Charles. Don't nobody give a damn if it is. Charles, is Charles your man? Is he your nigga? Or is he Angela's man? Why do you give a damn? Why is Charles in your mouth? 3 to 4, maybe 4 out of the 9 episodes. You almost 50-50. If we're looking at batting averages, why you keep talking about Charles? Why you give a damn about what Charles got going on? And even if there is more, you let Angela deal with that. That's her nigga. That's her man. You let her tame her dog. We talking about you and your hoish behavior right now. Stop deflecting, Porsha, please. Now, I want to focus on Porsha just for one more second, and then I need to go on to Angela. First of all, Porsha, whatever you doing and how you living, and I say this in the most sincere way, whatever you doing and however you are living, when those cameras go off, it's impacting your child. It's impacting your child. That baby rarely ever smiles when she's with you or laughs. Now, she smiles and laughs when she's with her daddy, but when she's with you, her little eyes don't glow up. She's seen, I don't know. It's a very little, I know how little kids supposed to be running around. So whatever you got going on, stop chasing folks' husbands and do a spiritual cleanse. Okay? So that you can revamp and reshift that energy in your house. And I said what I said. Because what you're not about to do is you're not about to drag this damn storyline out about Drew and Dennis. Talking about Dennis need to think about you and Pilar. Excuse me? Excuse me? You didn't choose Dennis, you and Pilar. You didn't choose you and Pilar when you tried to fight his mama. Y'all, are y'all not watching the same show that I'm watching and hearing what I'm hearing? This girl sat there and said, you know what? I would have thought that he would have chose me and Pilar. Girl, you didn't even choose you and Pilar. You wasn't worried about family when you tried to use that boom mic to crack his mama head open. You don't remember? That producer told it all about you. They had to pry it from your hands. What the hell are you talking about? Are you crazy? You know what? But I will say this. Let me give a positive. I do believe one thing I did enjoy. I do believe the au pair is going to be a positive situation emotionally for Pilar. I think it's going to be a constant. And I think this little cute au pair, she seems to be a sweet girl. I'm excited. And I think Pilar is excited. I'm excited for Pilar. And I think Pilar is happy about it. She seemed to have taken very, very well to the au pair on her first time meeting her. So I think that's a positive. So Porsha realizes she needs some constant. So I think that's going to be a positive for Pilar. But let me go ahead and move on. Let me take a sip of my champagne. Give me 1 second, y'all, if you don't mind. Hold on. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Anybody else? I thought that was positive. A positive scene with the au pair. But okay, Simone Wealthy says, Queen, you're spot on about Pilar. She is looking sad as hell when Porsha is around. When Dennis comes, she be laughing and excited. Yeah, who are you, Porsha, when them damn cameras go off? Because that little baby do be looking sad. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but if you would come inside sometimes and leave people's husbands alone and stop carrying all them demonic spirits into your house and them soul ties, I'm just saying, maybe you wouldn't need an au pair. But let me continue. Angela. Now I'm rooting for Angela. I'm not all the way leaned in, but I'm leaning in each and every week on every new episode, right? More and more and more. But here's the thing, Angela. When you and Charles had your scene, first of all, I was looking at the screen like, hold up, Charles. Hold up now. You doing way too much. Because if I were to tell my husband that Porsha, let's just say I went on a trip, it was me, and I came back and I gave my husband a rundown and I told him that Porsha was upset because I invited Drew, my husband probably wouldn't be challenging me saying, why would you do that? He probably would be curious like most men would and say, what happened? What'd she say to you? Oh, they not friends? I thought all y'all were cool. Well, all of y'all work together. Surely she knows the producers would want Drew to be there. Child, Charles's response was suspect to me. Talking about, you don't do shit like that. I don't do shit like that. Why would you do that? Sir? Excuse me? Excuse me? Your energy is way off towards your wife. And why the fuck are you defending Porsha? You sit back, relax, and just listen and give him and uh-huh. What? You lying. He ain't giving none of that shit. I told you she was crazy. He ain't gave none of that. But what he did give was Porsha got a big mouth. Porsha can speak for herself. Oh, how do you know the dimensions of Porsha's mouth? Now, 2 episodes ago, you say Porsha don't know you. Now, fast forward 2 episodes, how do you know the dimensions of her mouth? Charles, your lunch is ready. Charles, let me find out. Your lunch is ready. Go back, rewind the tapes. He said Porsha didn't know shit about him. Porsha didn't know him to be talking about him. But today you say she got a big mouth. She can speak for herself. Charles, your lunch is ready. Now, okay, I hear you, simple yet stylish. You said it's given Mark Daly when he was defending Nene over Kenya. Maybe. I think it's a little bit deeper than that. I think Charles is outside. I think his lunch is ready. The fact that he knows the dimensions of Porsha's mouth and how big it is, sir, how you know that? I caught that. And that nigga did not deny that he had a woman in New York and he wasn't tender enough for me. That's the gag. When she said, they say you got a girl in New York, and he didn't deny it. He didn't deny it. Did y'all not catch that? You know what? Let me get off this damn internet. Let me get off YouTube because y'all sitting over here playing with me. Did y'all watch the same scene? Y'all better stop letting these episodes go over your head. He did not deny it that he had a woman in New York. Watch this. Then he wasn't tender enough about it and turned on her and said, do you believe it? Fuck what I believe. What you on? What I want, what I need to be hearing is, let me tell you something. When a man is not cheating on his woman, I wish you would. I wish you would. A non-cheating man may have somewhat of an irritation when he sees his wife a little bit choked up emotionally about somebody saying some shit he didn't do. That nigga didn't blink twice. Didn't blink twice, didn't give a damn, didn't reach out to touch someone like AT&T, didn't reach out to touch her and say, hold up. Now they doing too much now. I know y'all got the girl stuff and women can be messy, but hold up now. Ain't nobody finna play with my marriage. He ain't do none of that. He didn't console her. He didn't reassure her. He didn't say shit. Turned around and spoke with authority. You believe it? Hold on, Charles. Because you damn sure didn't deny it. And what if she did believe it? Now what? We'll wait. We'll wait. And then, watch this, told her to go to war. She said the Chicago was going to go about to come out. And what did he say? Go to war. Ask any man. Don't ask no boy. Don't ask no grown boy. Ask any man that you think is in a healthy marriage that love his wife. He ain't going to tell his wife to go to war. He ain't going to put his wife in a position to fight. That nigga got excited. And just because of that. Now, Angela, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute, Angela. Charles just might be outside. Because why would he want to see you arguing with another woman behind him? I'm sorry. I think Charles got a roster. Maybe you have an appetite for that, but your husband did not respond and react like a man that's in a healthy marriage. And that psychic, that prophet ended up telling you that. But Angela, I understand. Listen, if you're immune to it, but we not. Yeah. Any healthy man ain't gonna tell you to go to war. He don't want to see you like that. He gonna make sure he clear the room the next time about you. And I don't mean fighting. He's gonna have a response to some shit that he ain't doing. Okay. That's all I want to say. And that's all I want to give Angela in this moment. Let's slide on over to the Bailey Q. Beautiful house. Cynthia, invite me to the Bailey Q next. Well, we talking about July. Go on and invite me, Cynthia. I want to come over there because that food was laid and played. That food, that was good. Just let me come over there. I'll fix the plate and leave. I ain't got to be on camera. So if you're going to do it this year, think about inviting me. But I'm glad the prophet shut Kelly's silly ass up. Kelly get on my damn nerves. She childish. Kelly gets on my nerves, y'all. The prophet had enough of her. She gonna put her palms up. The prophet say, put your palms down. I don't read palms. I'm a prophet. See, that's what you get for always trying to insult somebody. Kelly always got an insult for you and a laugh to follow behind it. But if you listen to her closely, she always throwing shade at somebody. She always got some sly to say. And that prophet say, put your damn palms down. She's childish. Shamia came in looking like New Jack City. I know y'all said coming to America, but it was given New Jack City. Nino Brown, I'm sorry. A holy hot mess. We get it. Shamia don't know what to do with herself. Shamia came in and repping New Jack City. And I'm not hating on her. I know some of y'all gonna wait till the live is over. I'm just saying that's what it was given, okay? A whole mess, a funky mess, but the food was on point, Cynthia. Great job with the food. Now, the prophet read Angela, y'all, and she basically said that Angela and Charles are disconnected. I synced it. It's something. And Angela, you're doing a great job covering for that man. You were doing a great job. You're doing your part as a wife. But every time you try to put it together, he keep tearing it apart. And we can see it on screen, Angela. I'm sorry. We like you, but he's doing you a disservice in front of those cameras. Now, I hate to say this. This wasn't even a part of my spiel tonight. But I'm going to go ahead and say it because it's in my spirit. When a nigga worked that hard to do that, he for real about whatever's going on in New York. He for real about whatever's going on in New York. You know what it's giving Martell Hope? It's giving Martell Hope. It is on camera. It's giving a little bit of Marcel Scott, where they won't lean into their wives because they don't want to upset whatever's going on in Africa, New York, or Huntsville. He refuses to connect with you on camera. He speaks to you as if you his homie. And that tells me whatever he got going on in New York, Angela, it just may not be a side piece. They may have been entangled for quite some while. Okay, because whatever he's sending, he want her to know that if whatever he said is true. You know, we don't sleep with each other, or we don't go out on dates. You know how they lie, or this and this. I'm always on the road. I'm just with her because whatever. That's what it's given on camera. And I'm not, listen, I ain't here to tear up nobody's marriage. I love. But I don't like when people play with people on camera in their faces and do their damn to make each other look like a fool. And he is working overtime, baby, to make you look like a goddamn fool. So you might want to do your homework in peace. And I know you 10 years in and you say you're going to ride till the wheels fall off. I don't know. I don't know if he deserves that. That's all I'm going to say. But it's your marriage, your rules. So I'm going to sit back, relax, okay? Now, the prophet read that, called that out. I do believe they are disconnected. I think Charles may be a male chauvinist because that's what it's given. Okay. And the prophet said the prophetess said they need to spend some more time together. They need to go out on dates. And that tells me he's purposely disconnecting from you. The prophetess told Shamia, you doing too much. It's okay to lay low sometimes. Damn. She did. Am I lying? You doing too much. Lay low. But real quick, Portia's sister Lauren came in. Lauren, that was a cute ponytail. I like that. I might have to try that. That was a really cute ponytail Lauren had in her head. I just wanted to throw that in real quick to break up some of this stuff as an icebreaker because I'm coming in hot tonight. Yeah, I love a good pony though. I don't like Britt Edie at all. At all. And I said what I said. I don't like Britt Edie at all. Sorry.
I don't care. I don't care. I said what I said. I meant what I said.
Pretty much. Pretty much. I can't stand Britt Edie. And I know I'm not supposed to say that as like a content creator. But unless she does something phenomenal by way of the Holy Spirit to change my mind, it is what it is. And that's what I'm going to stand on as it relates to that. Who else I want to talk about? Just the whole thing in that moment from Britt and that exchange, it was given desperado. It's very childlike. She conjured up a moment, in my opinion, as a woman, me looking in, she conjured up a moment against Angela and got her ass read for filth. A hoe with miles on her mouth, stretch marks on her mouth. Girl, you've been out there way too long. Come back inside. But here's the thing. I hollered when Angela said it. I know I'm late, y'all. I hollered. I just watched it today. But watch this. You missed the knees, Angela. You missed the knees. Go back and run the tapes because the camera showed the knees. Them knees beat up, toe up from the flow up. Beat up from all them carpet burns. Go back and look. So her mouth got miles and her knees got miles. Did y'all see her knees? Did y'all miss them knees? Angela ate her up. Angela said, you got stretch marks on your mouth. Girl. Listen. And then Britt said something about, see, that's why I say y'all play too much. That's why I don't like mixing. See, that's why I don't like the young ones. I don't like young hoes. Listen, y'all call them YNs. And I've been social media. YN is a young nigga. And YH is a young hoes. I don't like mixing on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the young hoes with the women. Because I would have knocked Kelly's head off. Okay? Let me tell you why. Because them young hoes like to play with grown-ass women a lot and talking about, what about that baby? What about that baby? Ain't nobody got no receipts on no baby, right? So when Britt said it, did y'all catch that Kelly said it on the end of the couch? When Britt said it, did you catch that Kelly said it on the edge of the couch? On the edge of the couch. And in that moment, as a grown woman, I'm sorry, I'm tired of you hoes playing with me. Kelly would have gotten her ass knocked smooth off that couch like the ornament that she is. I would have simply moved her ass over real quick. Yep. You good? She would have got her ass knocked off of that couch like an ornament. You hear me? Because you're not going to keep playing with me and coming for me and pushing me and provoking me like y'all did Kenya. Pistols and purses, playing with my husband, talking about, listen, that's all I'm saying. Thank you, Miss Sugar Sweet. She said, yep, I heard her. Thank you. Why you got an issue, Kelly, with Angela? Sit back, relax. Let your friend handle herself. All that gang up activity. Hoes always attacking packs. Have you not noticed that? A lot of women can't go toe-to-toe by themselves. They got to gang up. It ain't too many confident women. Not too many. I don't care what they say. Most women, not all, most are not that confident to say, nah, don't get involved in that. I got it. You hold your peace. You keep your relationships. You manage your relationships outside of me. Let me handle this one. Because I don't want nobody to say we ganging up. See, that's a confident ass woman that can say, I don't want nobody to say we ganging up. That's going to give bully. I got it. Don't worry about it, friend. Don't get in it. Child, what you say, too? To say, child, we see it every day. I'm for real. Seriously. Most women will attack in packs. It's not too many women that'll have enough sense to tell their friends. I've done it a lot. They don't talk about that shit. They'll tell you everything else except when I say, don't do that. Stay out of that. Don't do that. But they do attack in packs. I just wanted to give y'all that real quick before we move on. But yeah, I would have scooted her ass right on off the couch because I ain't got no problem with you. But what you not finna do is scream, what about that baby in my ear? Because you trying to have a moment. Like you try to have a moment on your first episode with Porsha. Y'all keep forgetting Kelly's with the shits. She's tacky. Because her first time meeting Porsha, she's like, "Well, why you take that lady husband and y'all thought it was cute?" But at some point, you got to sit down. You got to sit down. I feel like they're messy. I feel like these women, these hoes are embarrassing. And it just ticks me off that Bravo is throwing this trash in our faces. I don't like it. I don't like this. I don't like this cast. I don't. No couth. And then you in Cynthia's house. You at Lake Bailey. Act like you got some damn sense. Now, Cynthia, I would probably have given you 1, maybe 2 good goes with those questions, but don't nobody want to sit around and play Black History Month and no July 4th picnic. I mean, I understand the game and I understand what you were trying to do, but now is not the time. If you ain't got no music, Cynthia, no. But I understand the E. We're gonna give you an E for effort. And I feel like, damn, the Real Housewives of Atlanta is really struggling. Are we really here? Has it really come to that? Y'all really recruited Kelly, Britt, and we playing Black History at a July 4th? Oh, damn. And Porsha and Angela. Let's talk about that. Cynthia got them together. A lot of people are giving Cynthia, oh, that's great. She got them together. Listen, she should have kept that same energy it would have been nice if she would have put that effort into her good friend Kenya and Britt, but okay. So Porsha and Angela speak. Porsha is childish to me. I ain't gonna even run down that conversation. It's not newsworthy over here in the palace. They spoke. Porsha's childish, followed by Shamia, Kelly, and Britt. That's it. That's all. I want to end with Shamia. I know I've been talking about 40 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and close it down. But I want to end. Let me go ahead and drop the link real quick. Get everybody. I just want to end real quick. Give me about 2 more minutes, y'all. I promise. I'm going to end with Shamia. Shamia has been a huge disappointment. Shamia has been very underwhelming, and I'm shocked because they threw Shamia at us for episode 1. They threw Shamia at us. We were hook, line, and sink. And I think they were betting on Shamia. And Kenya, I kind of have to blame you. I think your reaction messed up some stuff. And you sent Bravo into a state of panic. And they were trying to put the pieces back together and fill in for you. But you're irreplaceable. You know, it's not often I say that. You're irreplaceable. Because they are failing. And it's bad. It's real bad. It's real bad right now. But I'm going to end with Shamia. And let me say this. Listen to me very carefully. You don't have to agree with me. I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience. I've been watching Shamia. It is something going on with Shamia, y'all. To what extent, what level, I'm not sure. But if you are a people person, if you like watching people, follow me closely. Shamia has a dark cloud over her. She has and you might be right, DeWan. As a people pleaser, she has a dark cloud over her. And what I mean by that is not the baby stuff. It's not the pressure from having a baby. It's none of that. It's none of that. Shamia seems heavy. Shamia, baby, focus on your family. Focus on your family. And with all due respect, let me say this. Lean in, y'all. And I ain't trying to be messy. I ain't trying to be funny. But I'm gonna go ahead and focus on your family. But with all due respect, Asia couldn't carry my baby. No, ma'am. I think the hell not. Asia could not carry my baby. I'm sorry. I ain't that damn desperate. And Asia, that's no slight to you. Okay? You're not gonna have my baby coming out here with that red hair like Chicken Little. See, you just because you want a baby don't mean you can put it in any womb. I'm sorry. Kool-Aid head, dyed red, Chicken Little hair in them. No, you can't be that desperate. You got to be able to pass over some and wait for the right ones to come along. Just because she's young and she can produce, you can't allow your baby to fester in just any womb. So no. That's not a dig. I don't give a damn what the agency found. Now, who else y'all got? Let me see that. Let me see that yearbook. Okay, that's Asia. Who is this one? Okay, that's Latasha. Who else you got? That's how I would have been. Gerald just gonna have to wait. Okay. Hold on now, ma'am. I know you trying to help me, but listen, I'm not that damn desperate. I need you to, I need you to show up like a surrogate. Child, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, we want a baby. What do you? Yes, we want a baby, ma'am. But listen, no. I needed to feel like a surrogate, a second mother. Listen, if this is no slight to Asia. A surrogate is a second mother, actually the first, because you're the second, to be honest, because she's going to carry it in her uterus. It's going to fester in her belly, in her womb. Okay, so you're actually the second, even though the egg came from you. Can we talk? I needed to look like and feel like a mother. I need the warmth. I need it to be as similar to me. And I don't mean by way of looks. I'm just saying. No. That's right. She said, who else she got? Let me see that yearbook. Let me see them pictures. Okay, we got Asia. We got, okay, who is this right here? Cody? Okay, put Cody. That's a possible. That's a possible. Okay, I got 3 books in a possible. You can't just be saying yes to everything. Nature versus nurture. Thank you. And real quick, Shamia, the way you acted on this episode, I don't like your attitude. And I'm not talking about your attitude with the baby. I don't like your attitude. I don't like how you get when you drink too much and your mask come off. Shamia a clown. She a whole clown out here. And I'm talking about Bozo the clown, a mess, a disappointment. Girl, we was rooting for you. This girl used the excuse that she thinks laughter is healing. When Angela said, I heard you laugh, and when Porsha said she wanted to fuck my husband, I laughed because laughter is healing. Oh, okay. For real? So now laughter fucking husbands is healing when we laugh about it. All right, bet. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. If Porsha comes at Gerald, pimps up, hoes down. Don't throw hands. Don't get mad. Listen. Don't throw hands. Don't get mad. Get glad. Remember, it's healing, boo-boo. Well, welcome to the show, Simone Wealthy. Yes, welcome.
You threw me for a loop with the surrogate. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, they ain't got nobody else. You didn't see this person before you filmed with her. I mean, oh God, I am so disappointed in Shamia. I mean,
hold on, go back to the surrogate. Because listen, you knew you was gonna be on camera.
Yeah. Yes,
Did
she
you not know
do.
you were showing up for the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Oh my God!
Girl, did you just come from the trap house straight over here?
I didn't want to go there, but that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like she just left the trap house. I'm like, have they done a physical examination on her? Make sure she's really good. I don't care that she may be young, but is she good? Good. What about her mental, spiritual? I mean, all that. She just didn't.
Kool-Aid, red hair.
Yes. Shamia is, I think you're right. It's something going on. I don't know what it is, but it's just like she's throwing everything at us. It's just too much. And the way that she acted on that trip and her attitude about what Porsha said, that just rubbed me the entire wrong way. I mean, that was just disgusting to me. I think that honestly, I think she looked up and got a decent husband, but I think her and Porsha are just alike when it comes to being hoes. I think they have been both hoes out here in these streets. And I think Porsha, and I don't know, it's probably been said before, I think Porsha knows Charles, and I mean knows him physically, sexually. I think she knows him and she's not going to reveal it, or at least not yet, because in the way she may know him, threesome, orgy, whatever, it will tell on her ass. But I think she knows him because she done brought him up 4 or 5 different times. The banker's dinner, at the bank, or whatever that place is called, bringing him up, and this, oh, never mind, I was just playing. Then again at the pool. I mean, why does she keep bringing him up? What is going on with that situation? She's
knows
taunting
the wife. She know him. She taunting the wife. She's
Exactly.
counting the
That's
what?
what I'm saying. I think they done had some threesomes, some orgies, whatever the hell you want to call it, but she don't want to say what it is because it will make her look like the hoe she is. I
Oh,
think
all
they
right.
have been together. Okay. And they might have been multiple people. We seeing how this Diddy stuff playing out. I'm not saying it's that bad. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Them parties and shit. She's too eager to bring it up. It's like she's playing in her face and then she'll withdraw a little bit. But Angela, I hope she's taking a look at the season and how Charles is acting because he doing something. He doing a lot
Doing
of
something.
something. He doing something, and he's not. To me, he's not supportive to her as I would like to see.
Gotcha.
And I think he know Porsha well, and
Yeah.
they both know each other, but they don't want to say how.
All
That's
right.
what I got for now.
Well, thank you, Simone. I appreciate you. Let me go to Janae. Janae, welcome. What are your thoughts about tonight's conversation? Party in the chat, girl.
First of all, happy early Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Queen, Charles has the essence of a guilty, lying, cheating man. I feel it reeks every time when Porsha is mentioned. The uncomfortability that's in his face and in his tone when he speaks. I feel like he's playing in his wife's face because when she confronted him and told him about what Porsha had said, what he should have said to his wife was, "Nah, babe, it's not even like that." He flipped it and gaslit the fuck out of her and said,
Boom.
"Well, do you believe it?" That is gaslighting at its
Boom.
finest. So we all know we all know when we dealing with a no good nigga. We know. We know. And as for Porsha, this is the problem I have. It's the hypocrisy of it all.
Mm.
Okay, you mad because somebody's filming with your baby daddy, but you took your ass up there with Shamia, your sidekick, because you know hoes travel in packs now.
Mm.
Okay, you sat up there with Shamia and filmed with this girl's husband who is attacking her, who is breaking her down day by day. And you should know what it feels like because Conrad done came full circle on your trifling ass because
Mm.
everything he did to Fallon, he's doing to you, and you can't take it. And it's no fun when the rabbit got the motherfucking gun.
Mm.
And now you gonna sit here and be like, well, Dennis had said this, talking about Dennis had said that he wasn't gonna F her, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, girl, you knew what you was doing when you gave him that receipt. This girl is fighting for her life. We saw that this nigga done changed the locks on her in the previews. We done saw that this man is trying to take her LLC. He's doing all this stuff. Why would you do this to another woman? Now, this the same bitch that sat in front of women who are also married. Now, we all the married ones in the chat. Give me a one if you believe this. If you are sitting amongst a group of women and a woman that is going through a divorce sits there and says she wants to fuck someone else's husband, would you not snatch her and be like, what you doing, friend? What you doing? You're doing too much. You need to relax.
Hold on. Let me put a little emphasis on it. Not only does she say she want to fuck somebody else's husband, but she want to fuck somebody else's husband in the friend group.
Thank you.
In the friend group.
Thank you. That part. So it's like this. She has. I mean, wasn't her mama a mistress too?
You know what? Let me go to the next person. You're not going to get me on Janae. Thank you, Janae.
You welcome, love.
Okay. Shell Boogie, 69. Welcome to the palace. What are your thoughts?
Thanks, Queen, for having me. And hello, everybody in the chat, the mods, and everybody. Let me tell you something. This group of ladies, they are not friends. None of them, period. Okay? Porsha is a whore. That's all. Porsha ain't got nothing going on but what she got going on, and that's screwing everybody else's man, but trying to find her a man, settle down, and take care of her daughter. First of all, Dennis need to have the daughter because Porsha ain't showing that girl nothing but out here trapping and being a whore, and this is how you get stuff instead of working hard for it and getting it on your own and standing on your own, right? This man is playing his wife as a total fool. And if she don't think that Charles and Porsha have anything going on, my God, I don't know what, somebody need to come down from the heavens and beat her head down to the ground to let her know that it's something to that. It's not just, Charles this and Charles, everything that comes out of her mouth is Charles. They got something going on. And if she can't figure it out, some of her friend group, her real friends, need to let her know, hey, you need to look into that because there's something to that. You know what I'm saying? These women are not friends. None of them are friends, and it's like everybody looking for a storyline, if you ask me. Everybody feeding off the next person to get a storyline because ain't nobody really got nothing going on. And my thing is, look, y'all know what reality TV is. You know what you signed up for. Y'all ain't giving us that. Y'all giving us this, I'm trying to be something that I'm not kind of thing. And we supposed to sit here and be like, oh yeah, we believe in this. No, ma'am. We ain't believing this bullshit. Excuse me, queen. But it's bullshit. They just giving us bullshit and think we supposed to sit here and, and accept it. You know what I'm saying? That's they just need to revamp, recast, and pull the thing from the bottom and come back up. Because this right here they trying to give us ain't hitting on jack.
I agree, and that's Shell Boogie, everybody. Shell Boogie 69. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go behind Shell Boogie. Listen, I think it was never broke. Not yet. It was never broke. Janae, not yet. Let me do my round table. It was never broke. You get what I'm saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Real quick. Let me go to Sexy RN. Welcome. What are your thoughts on tonight's conversation?
Hi, I only have one thing to say, and that is, since Shamia thinks it's funny that Porsha said something about screwing someone else's husband, she might want to remember that Porsha can give birth to her husband's child. So she may want
Hold
to
on, say that again. You kind of low.
Porsha can give birth to a child, and she cannot. So she may start to look appealing to to Shamia's husband.
Oh. So let me say this. If Porsha didn't have Gerald, it's because Gerald didn't want Porsha. I don't think Porsha has any loyalty to anybody.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna leave that right there. If Porsha hasn't had Gerald, it's because Gerald. See, you got hoes that'll look at your husband from the corner of your kitchen and see what he about and size him up. You see what I'm saying? It takes two, baby. It takes two to make a thing go right.
Say that shit again, queen.
Come on. And do, queen, and do.
He didn't want her ass. He didn't want her ass.
Thank you. Rob Bass told y'all it takes two to make a thing go right.
And do, queen.
If she ain't had Gerald, it's because Gerald didn't want her ass.
Yes. He doesn't want her yet, but he may want that
was
son.
down with the bullshit, listen, if Gerald was down with the bullshit, Porsha would have had him by now.
Oh yeah.
Come on, am I lying? Can I get an
No, you're not queen. Amen.
You're right. Right.
You're right.
Porsha had him right now, and may have, and that's why the bitch didn't go to the wedding. Hold on.
The guy said that last time they went to the Ultimate Club, Carmen was sitting on his lap. When he told me that, I said, oh, hell, I paid double for that.
But at the end of the day, he never got no pictures. He was telling you a story, mama.
Well, it could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush.
Listen, because one thing a hoe can't do is celebrate you in matrimony if she didn't have him.
Yep.
Queen, you are cooking tonight, honey. You own it.
That's all I'm saying.
He wants a male child, so Porsha can have children. It may start to look more appealing to him. eventually. You know,
You know,
sometimes things come back on you. You're laughing now, you won't be laughing later.
But you know what I think, y'all? I think Porsche need to go on down to that clinic and get some blood drawn and get some blood tests done, because that thing been wide open, okay? And
Child.
and that's and that's all it is. If I was a man, I wouldn't want her. I'm gonna tell you the honest God.
Girl,
Well,
let me
you
tell you,
know, if you a dog, you would want her, but hey, I would
girl,
be like, let's go to the clinic first, see what's going on, because I ain't trying to die from nothing. You know what I'm saying? But
listen, girl,
hey,
somebody, they want her, they'll take her. Listen,
yeah, they will, Queen. They will. Like I
now,
said, I had to take that back. I was like, okay, yeah, some men would, they wouldn't even care. But me, if I was a man knowing my standards as a woman, I'd be like, oh no, I think we're gonna take that clinic ride and let me see them results on paper. Cause I ain't trying to go by what you saying by mouth
all
on
right,
the
let
real.
me go to Simple Yet Stylish. Welcome. What are your thoughts tonight? Welcome to the palace.
Hi, Queen. Thank you. For me, it's very sad to see that throughout all these seasons, there's been no growth with Porsha and Shamia's friendship. I feel like the only thing that they have in common that they like to show us is they have fun and they twerk. But besides that, all we see is them either throwing each other under the bus, occasionally giving each other these half-assed apologies, and then they don't hold each other accountable. For me, what I wanted to see from Shamia this season was growth, because she is a married woman and she appears to be in a healthy relationship or with a man that treats her right. So it's all fun and games to hang out with your friends, twerk, have fun, and all of that good stuff. But show us a bit of growth. She's not showing us that. Shamia is a yes man. She just goes wherever the wind blows, more so wherever Portia's going. So for you to sit there and have a laugh and a kiki moment with a woman talking about smashing another woman's husband is absolutely diabolical. And then when she sat down with Angela and she said, oh, I like to kiki with everybody, that's all you need to know. That in itself just says to you, she's a people pleaser. She just doesn't care. She just wherever the wind blows. I think it's terrible. It's poor taste. And I actually expected more from her.
I have to agree with you. Let me say this. You've got me thinking now. I wish she would have never shown us everything that her husband has earned, because you're not carrying the ball well. You're not representing your husband well. It ain't
She's
nothing
not.
wrong with a woman having a little bit of fun. Number one, you're not representing him well, knowing what you signed up for. That is a traditional African man. What the fuck are you doing slapping Portia's ass on camera when you drunk and doing all that? His family made, like, y'all, there's rules to this. And you can't just do what you want in this world because you have a vagina when you marry into a certain echelon. This man is a hardworking man, Havoc's creating these big ass air conditioner units for airport systems, and this is how you represent him. That's embarrassing to me. I'm sorry.
I mean, I agree with you on that, Queen, because it's like she knows what she married and she knows what tradition she married in. Okay, like you said, it's okay to be married and have fun with your girls, but at the end of the day, point blank, what's first is your family. First of all, your husband, your family, point blank, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You can hang with your girls and all, and that's cool, because every woman needs that girl time aside, you know, from their husband, their boyfriend, their fiance, whatever. But the thing is, you have to prioritize things, and the first priority should be your husband and your family.
I agree.
Period.
Yeah.
Let me go to my super chat, y'all. Give me 1 second, because money comes to me flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me flowing
Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me, comes to me. Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me. Money.
Yes. By way of Denise, aka 1908. Thank you. She gifted one Queen Sheba Darling membership. If you received a notice that you're now a member of the palace, make sure you thank Denise because she's responsible for it. Thank you, Denise. We appreciate you. Denise came back again, y'all, with a 10-piece super sticker. We appreciate you, Denise, out here blessing folks. DMV sisters in the house, y'all. Showed up to the palace with a 5-piece and a pepper. She says the court papers show Drew is wrong in her and Ralph's case. Ooh, let me say this, and this is not against you, DMV sister. I heard a little bit about it. Listen, I heard a little bit about it. I did. Let me say this. And this is, you know what? Let me come back to it because I'm not talking to DMV sister. I'm speaking to just the complexity of it all between Ralph and Drew. I don't give a damn if Drew hid her money by the stop sign. I still ain't taking up for Ralph. I don't give a damn. She's done enough. Sometimes they say she earns 400,000. He was supposedly earning with a stable income 200,000. At the end of the day, if y'all gonna get the kids 50-50, you want 100,000 of her money? Why? Why? So you went out and I don't care. I'm not riding for Ralph at all. Period, point blank. At all. I wouldn't give a damn if she hid it in front of the courthouse and they caught on tape. I'm riding for the woman. Hide your shit with his lazy ass.
Exactly. I mean, he's the man. He's the man. So man up and do what a man's supposed to do.
Looking like a clown tap dancing about staying in a basement.
Right. Come on.
Nick, your girl next door, thank you for the 10-piece and a pepper. She says Porsha needs to go back to church, the place she came from. Girl, Porsha been and slept with every man in that church. Now, we're not going to do that to the women at that church now.
Exactly. The church might burn down.
The prayer may not go higher than the ceiling.
Might catch a fire.
All right. Star Child, thank you, Miss Beverly. She gifted one Queen Sheba Darling membership. So if you received a notification that you just became a member, go ahead and thank Denise, aka Pearl 1908. I'm sorry. And Miss Beverly, Star Child, who's been a member for 15 months. Janae, I know you wanted to get back in. What were you wanting to say, Janae? You asked if you could.
Honestly, I meant no disrespect to Portia's mother. What I was saying was when you grow up in an environment where that kind of behavior is acceptable and it's okay, you're going to think, okay, that's how I'm supposed to be. That's how I'm supposed to live. And no, there are other ways to live. You don't have to do the things that you do. And I just think it's really strange that Shamia just sat there and laughed. My thing is this: would it be so funny if she said that to you about Gerald? This the same woman you defended who sat there and said that you was smashing Candy, her husband, and then let your friend that set you up to almost destroy Candy came back on the show, and now you like, well, you hanging out with her, but look at all the nasty things she said about Shamia. And Fraudja has no room to talk about nothing and nobody.
Got it. Listen, real quick. So basically, the court papers, for those of you in the chat, was saying that she just was hiding money, right? For those of you in the chat, not on the panel, but in the chat. I think that's the consensus. Drew, she may not have been forthcoming. Good. Hide your shit. Wouldn't he hiding out in Tampa, Florida for 4 days and she didn't know where he was? All right.
And was. And ain't no telling what he was doing.
So we hiding shit around this house. Let me go ahead and hide that money. And good for her. Because it really don't sound like she broke any law. She started moving that money, slanging that money around like she was pushing weight a year before the divorce. And people are saying, well, that's kind of, you can't do that in a divorce proceeding. She did it before. She did it a year before. So good. You need to be smart when a nigga's cheating on you. What we gonna do? Lay down and roll over? Is that what we doing now? We gonna here's what let me help you on your way out to do. Hell no. You see, he had our ass locked out. Quit playing.
Exactly, Queen. Exactly.
I'm riding for Drew. And
I'm riding with Drew too on
Question,
this one.
was that even okay? Was that permitted by a judge for him to change the locks like that in that house community property?
Well, she switched the LLC, so ain't no telling, child. I don't know. We're going to see next week. But the point is, I'm riding for Drew. I wish I would open my mouth to give Ralph an amen and a hallelujah.
Exactly. That mug he is a straight up joke. He is a straight up joke. This dude, I mean, to me, it's like this whole cast that they have now. It's like trying to be something that they are not. They are trying to just, just be extravagant when they really just basic.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, just be who you are. That's all you can be. Be who you are and be thankful for what you have and build on that instead of trying to just be something that you are not. You can't afford the lifestyle. Don't try to live the damn
Well, he
lifestyle.
could afford it because he was married to her. But the point is, she was generous enough. Okay. Hey, hold on. Let me finish. She was generous enough. She made you her manager when shit was on the up and up and gave you 40%. Okay. You're not entitled to that for the rest of your life.
Exactly. But living, this is what I'm saying, but living your 40%.
Shell, let me finish. I'm going to put you, Shell Boogie. Let me finish. Hold on. You're not entitled to that for the rest of your life. Okay. When shit gets real in this marriage and you start cheating on me, you're not my manager no more. We're done. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, y'all.
Where's his financials? Did he turn that in yet?
Allegedly.
No, what I was just saying, Queen, I was agreeing with everything that you were saying, but I was saying when you was giving the percentages, I was just like, well, live in your 40%.
Oh, I got
Period.
you. I got you.
That's all I was saying. I was agreeing with everything you were saying, but I was like, if she was giving them 40%, right? Well, live in your damn 40%. Period. Instead of trying to get you got your 40%, but now you trying to come over here and creep and get 20 more percent or 25 more percent. You know what I'm saying? Just live in your 40%.
Well, her 40. So they say Drew can earn anywhere up to $400,000 a year. Let me do the math, y'all. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay. If we talking 400,000 minus 40%. Damn, she gave he want 240. Listen to this. Her money fluctuates. I know a lot of times we hear things that, oh, she's lying. She hid her money. Her money fluctuates. The court don't care about that. They're going to take a roundabout average. They don't care about what a bad day looks like. They don't care about the fact that this home is about to break up and his money will no longer contribute to the household if she's the primary parent, if he's not challenging her for primary or joint custody of those kids. So they're going to go with the $400,000. And if there's a verdict that's rendered where he gets $240,000 in spousal support as if he's still the manager, and she only makes maybe 1 year 130 or 200, she's going to be in arrears. So I'm not riding for Ralph because her income fluctuates based on the jobs that she's able to book as talent. Period.
Right.
And he trying to pick up for everything she got. Now, ladies, that's why you don't date bums in the basement. If you're talented, I don't give a damn how much you love them. Let him go find a job. He cannot be your manager. You see how Mary J. Blige got finessed. Who else got finessed? Mary J. Who else?
Sherry Shepherd.
Sherry Shepherd. Who else?
Any black woman in entertainment or otherwise, I don't care if you got a measly 401k, get a prenup. Because these niggas, they using you just like we have used them in the past. And Ralph is a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
Never make your husband your manager.
Yep.
Ever. Never.
Yeah,
But some
I agree.
Wendy Williams is another one. Halle Berry too.
Now, Wendy, I will say, what's his face did good as far as her career. Now, he was a dog as far as, the cheating and the baby and all that. But he was good as far as helping her get them contracts.
He really wasn't good as far as her career. She was careered up before she met him.
No, I mean as far as the the show, not the radio stuff, but the
Not
show.
really.
He was with
But how
her.
so though, Simone? How so?
Well, she said that he helped. He introduced the shoe cam. He also helped with some of the other things behind the scenes. I forgot, but this is what she said. Now, I'm not giving him 100% now.
I
I'm not
got
saying that he did 100% of everything, but I think he was more of a help than a hindrance in that aspect. But everything else, no, absolutely not.
I got you. Okay. So he gave a good idea, like any other employee.
Yeah,
Okay.
being her husband, yeah,
Well, that's the least he can do.
exactly. Right.
I'm sorry,
Absolutely.
Queen. You made me laugh on that one. That is the least he could do. Yes,
I gotta
ma'am.
listen. That's funny. I gotta play the white man now.
But I'm with you about that Drew thing. I would hide everything from that Negro. As soon as he
Yeah.
went to Tampa and disappeared for 4 days, it would have started from that point on. I would have been moving shit around so quick. I don't give a damn about what he's trying to perpetrate in them court papers or whatever. I hope she did do all that shit, and I hope she could get away with it. She deserves it.
I agree with that because he couldn't even, and he didn't even. If we go back and look, and look at that scenario, he didn't even. He was dismissing every question that she asked about that situation. You know what I'm saying? He didn't hit direct nothing head on. He was just dismissing everything, and I'm like, girl. That tells the whole story right there. You don't even have to ask them more questions because he didn't told you by not saying nothing and dismissing everything and thinking everything is a damn joke that you need to start doing something and doing it now and
Well, the
protecting
man,
you.
Ace
You
Metaphor
know?
told y'all. I played it the other day. We were over here
Yep.
in Dallas where he said most heterosexual men, including
Oh
some of
Lord.
his husbands, don't like y'all outside of sex.
And Ralph
Ooh,
showed
Queen,
me
I
like,
was at work when you did that one, and
mhm.
I was like, Lord God
Well, and
Almighty,
Ralph is a
she is
perfect
on it
example of that.
today.
Hold on.
Ralph is
Go
a
ahead.
perfect example of that. Ralph is a perfect example of what Ace Metaphor is meaning. He never liked Drew from the time that the Tampa situation happened, and also when they had, I don't know if it was an anniversary dinner or some special dinner, and he took her up on that rooftop or whatever, and it was real nice. And she asked one little simple question. She wasn't being nasty, and he flipped, remember, and started being nasty as
Yes.
hell with her. She started crying, and then all the other in between things. I hope she was smart in moving money around and creating a separate LLC and redirecting monies over to that. I hope she did everything like that
Hold
because
on.
she has
Exactly,
to
but he
stand
didn't
for
want to be
Hold
herself.
up
on,
there with her
everybody.
anyway.
Give me 1 second, everybody. Monty White, welcome to the palace. Monty says some of y'all let me handle this. Some of y'all sound bitter and not staying true to the facts in Wendy's case. So Monty, let me remind you where we are. We're in 2025. You can no longer shame women with the terminology bitter. Nobody's bitter. As a matter of fact, we're happy. We're all having a good time. If you would like to come up and express your thoughts freely without interruption, I just dropped the link. There's different tones on YouTube, different pages, different personas, but this ain't that kind of party over here. See, everybody over here gets to speak freely without being labeled bitter, old, bitch, hoe, nigga, pussy, whatever. You get what I'm saying? And I know that's a lot of the tone on YouTube. We just don't do it over here. See, and including you, you can come up and speak freely, and ain't nobody gonna say shit about you that's negative. We're gonna show you how to do it. Now, if you would like to come up, go ahead and click the link. Otherwise, sit back and enjoy the flight. Go ahead, ladies. I'm sorry.
Is that the same one who called that woman
No.
a wench the other day? Oh,
I think she was more than generous with the 40% because most managers don't even get that. They get 10, 15, maybe 20.
Exactly. That's why when Queen was talking, I wasn't trying to, I was agreeing with her 100%. It was like, rest in your 40%, Ralph. Because what else do you have going on? I mean, you got 40%, dude. You know what I'm saying? Rest in your 40%. As all of us females, thanks to Queen, resting in our 92%.
Yeah.
Rest in your 40, dude. Rest in your 40. Be happy. Be at peace. Live life and move on. That's all. That's what all I was saying. I was agreeing with Queen.
Oh,
Rest in
no.
your
I just
40
said
and move on.
you good. I was just saying that we got to let each other finish out our thoughts. That's it. No,
Yes,
I
yes,
knew you were
ma'am. I understand.
yeah.
But just rest in your 40, Ralph. I mean, you had 40%, dude. Rest in it. You know what I'm saying? And, indulge yourself in it. 40%. Do that. And keep it moving.
I just don't understand how, because you know what a lot of people are doing now, what they're doing, especially these male athletes. They're putting like all of their assets in the names of their mothers or whoever they can trust. That way, when it's time to get a divorce, pretty much the wife walks away with nothing. Tom Brady did it. I think a famous football soccer player did it, and I'm just like, I hope Drew doing the same thing.
I don't think Ralph got shit. I
That's
don't
why
think
he's
he
coming
got
so hard
nothing.
for her money.
Exactly.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
he don't have anything going on for himself. So
Yeah.
that's why I was like, when Queen was speaking, I was like, yeah, dude, rest in your 40% and be happy in that peace with that and keep it moving. Because you don't have anything going on for yourself. So, sir,
Well,
move on.
well, he's not going to rest in his 40%, which is why he want. Let me tell y'all something, and hear me out. He's not going to rest. Let me tell you something. He's not going to rest in his 40%. Any man or woman that has children, young children, and they are going through a legal proceeding, which could be unfavorable to both sides, and one of them say, unseal the documents. I want the public to know. You on some demon time. Let me tell you why. Because at that point, you childish, you selfish, you're self-absorbed, whether it's the man or woman. Because what about the children? What about the children and protecting our children from our stupid decisions, our stupid mistakes? And that's why I say a lot of adults are really kids, big kids, little kids in big people's bodies, whether it's a man and or a woman. The fact that he wanted the court, I don't give a damn if she hid the money, like I said, on the court steps. You have children that you have to protect. And that means putting their needs ahead of both of y'all's. Yeah, it didn't work out for y'all. Divorces get nasty. Marriages, relationships, baby mama situations, baby daddy situations. The first thing these niggas gonna tell you is y'all bitter. They don't know you. Like the dude that just came in, y'all bitter. Sir, you don't know nobody in here. I could change your whole life in a matter of 60 seconds. You see what I'm saying? Stop opening your mouth, running your damn mouth, talking about some shit you don't know because it's a fucking talking point in the manosphere. Come over here and get something for your spirit and learn something new and sit your ass down somewhere and learn and let us school you for a second.
Exactly,
We're
Queen.
trying to insult women because women congregate and they see something positive and they want to tear it down, and I timed your ass out. So when you come out of timeout, show up like you got some damn sense around here.
Boop.
I said what I said, like timeout. And that's what I mean. Niggas don't really like women like that. You ain't even got to know them. They don't even know you, haven't even met you, had the pleasure to come talk to you. Scared
But
of
this, I guess,
you.
is it just because we're strong and
No, they
we
just
don't just
scared. They're
let nothing go
insecure.
by without, we have an opinion. Women, we have an opinion.
Let me
Okay, whether
cook
you
for a
agree with
second.
it or not.
Let me cook for a second. Because what we not gonna do, I like new people, but what you not gonna do is come over here and bring that shit that you carry with you around from channel to channel, page to page. Keep that shit over there. Because you came in here with that. And that's how y'all be walking in these relationships talking about you want a good woman. You ain't even a good nigga. And I'm calling you that on purpose. Because you disrespected the women on purpose. Normally, I show a lot of respect to some of the most toughest men, some of the most
And you do.
men. Don't I show respect? But when you come
Yes,
on
you
here,
do,
you ain't even
Queen.
You
and
do.
you ain't got the balls to let your nuts hang. Everybody mute up. I don't like the background noise. Everybody mute up for me, please. It's a lot of background noise. When you don't have the confidence to let your nuts hang, at least hit the fucking link as a man. Let your nuts hang and stand on business and come up and say what you need to say. Fuck that. Oh, it's a bunch of bitter women. So what? 100 niggas versus a gorilla. What you standing on? Help the fucking bear today.
I agree. Put your dick on the table.
Help the bear. Don't help me. We got ours. You come on up here. You talking shit. Ain't nobody gonna interrupt you. I guaranteed you safety to speak, and I'll drop it again. I meant what I said. Ain't nobody gonna disrespect you, but what you won't do is come in and disrespect the shit that we building. Nuh-uh. You gonna get your ass ran the fuck out and handled. And I'm always nice. I'm on what you on. I'm on what you on. I can't stand people that come in with disrespect right off the back, whether it's a man or a woman, because they hear some shit they don't like. Grow the fuck up and get your talking points up. Get your talking points up. Expand your vocabulary. And then you can sit next to me. Until then, sit out on the sideline until I tag you in. You ain't ready for this type of debate. I'm used to you niggas in the manosphere. I can hold my own. I can go all day toe to toe by my fucking self. Don't need no backup. Will shame your ass right out the door. Don't ever come back over here and call somebody bitter because you hear some shit that you don't like. Grow the fuck up or stay your ass off YouTube. And I mean that to anybody, man, woman, or child. Too many of y'all are fucking too sensitive to be on the internet. Grow up. All right, y'all, go ahead. I'm back.
And Queen said what she said, and that's it, and that's all.
I agree. He should put his dick on the table. If you came up in here with that energy, man up and come up in here and say what you need to say.
And he's not.
Period, point blank.
Don't do that. Don't go in somebody's house. I'm like Under Armour. I'm going to protect mine.
I agree.
Mine. I don't let people come in my house being disrespectful, period. I don't care what other content creators do, but you're not going to disrupt no energy over here. And listen, a lot of y'all are marrying these men. Start watching them, ladies. If you living with something like this, start watching them. Look how they speak to other women when they think you're not listening. Shit, get you a troll account and troll his ass and see how he talking to other women and say, no wonder why this relationship ain't went nowhere. Nigga, you don't like women's. You over there saying everything you want to say just because you can. You rogue. Quit helping them out. Quit marrying them. Quit giving them your kids. Quit having babies for them. The weak should not be allowed to reproduce, period, point blank. And I said what I said. And with that being said, let me get the final thoughts on today's conversation because I can read down, but I try not to do people like that. And Janae said, you got my husband cracking up. Yeah, he's scared to let his nuts hang. All of a sudden, when I drop the link, no, y'all bitter. It don't matter. You bitter too. Shit, bitter versus bitter. Let's go. Anywho, but let me look. Sometimes you got to let them have it, y'all. I'm sorry. We ain't holding.
Don't apologize, Queen. I mean, you keep it real, and he don't even know. He must not know your platform, and he must not know you. So, with that said, that clown, whatever. Ain't nobody thinking about him.
Kind of men like that continue to want you to give them $240,000 a year.
Yeah,
exactly.
They never had no respect for nobody in the first place, but to pull up on somebody, the same ones that he call him bitter, be wanting to marry him. Ain't seen him. When he do see him, like, damn, she bad. Want to move in with her, hobosexual. Need a place to stay, hobosexual. Not get $2 on 10, hobosexual. And mad because you can't pull one. So now they bitter. And when you do get one by the likes of Drew or by the likes of a woman that's kind enough because you done finessed her, your mouthpiece hit hard. You done talked your way into somebody's mansion. And when she figure out you can't keep a job at Amazon and she kick you out, now you mad at everybody on YouTube and they bitter and you want the court documents open. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Well, listen, it's party in the chat tonight. What y'all sipping on?
Not Amazon.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm weak. And I'm weak from the song when we first came in.
The Tea Factory say not bitter versus bitter. It is. Girl, don't let these people get to you. All right, you ugly. Okay, it's ugly versus ugly tonight. It's bitter versus bitter. We're going to be two bitter mofos. But that's all I'm saying. Like, you know, these men are kind of out of control. They're sassy, mad for no reason. Come in kicking open doors, calling names, right? Ain't nobody said nothing to him. Ain't nobody disrespected him. You know, Drew was good to you. She gave you a little job, put you on, gave you 40%. Y'all out here windmilling for him. I won't. Angela, don't be windmilling for Charles because you might get your feelings hurt when you find out what he really up to and what he's
Mm.
really packing in his lunch. Okay. Now,
Mm.
final thoughts, ladies. Let me go. Let me start with Shell Boogie.
Queen, all I can say is you cooked tonight and you was on point with everything that you said. I agree with everything that you said. To me, this whole cast, like I said in the beginning, are a bunch of clowns searching for storylines from each other. Charles and Porsha, yeah, they didn't been together. Angela, is that her name? She better do her homework because them two got some got something in the works that she need to really look into. And my thing is, you know what? Everybody has an opinion. And if people know your platform, then they should know that you're fair and everybody has can say what they need to say and have their own opinions because we're all entitled. So I just thank you for the platform. I thank you for keeping it real and 100 at all times. I think the panel, I think this conversation tonight was great. And I think my last note is that Real Housewives of Atlanta needs to revamp, restaff, and let's just go from something else because these ladies ain't got nothing going on.
All right. Thank you, Shell Boogie. Let me go to Simply Yet Stylish. Thank you for hanging in there, Queen. What you got as far as it relates to your final thoughts?
I think, like I said before, I'm very, very disappointed with the friendship dynamic between Porsha and Shamia. We have seen no growth whatsoever, and I thought that coming into this new season, we was going to see, a little bit more accountability, just a genuine, authentic friendship. But all we see for the most part is twerking and BS. I think all the women are quite like-minded in terms of not holding each other accountable, even between Britt and Kelly. And obviously, we're yet to see that, but we know that in due time they fall out. Their friendship was not genuine. Just none of the friendships seem genuine. None of the women seem genuine. Everything just seems overly scripted and overly staged. And I'm just disappointed so far in what I'm seeing. I'm also loving what you are doing on YouTube. I think you've created a safe space for all of us to come on here and have healthy chats and healthy conversations about these reality shows and what's going on in pop culture. So I just want to thank you so much for that, Queen Sheba. But I'm hoping that maybe there'll be a turnaround in the season as we continue to go along and we will see more authenticity.
Thank you. Thank you, Simple Yes Stylish. We try. Thank you. And I hope you keep coming up. And I appreciate you for just coming up and support and then sharing your thought leadership. That was real. So thank you, Queen. Let me go to Janae. Janae, what are your final thoughts?
Queen, I agree. I thank you for giving us a safe space to talk about the things that people don't want to talk about. I'm disappointed in what's been going on, and I'm disappointed on what they're continuing to do. And when are we, as women or as women in a group or circle of friends, gonna hold our friends accountable even when they're wrong? Because the fact that you sat there and let your friend say what she said out of her mouth, it only gives me one or two thoughts. Either you think like her or you are like her. And it just says a lot without being said. And again, Queen, thank you for coming on here and giving us a safe space, a platform to communicate, to talk about these issues. I respect what you're doing. And thank you. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, ladies. Let's go to Simone Wealthy. Simone, what are your final thoughts?
I think Bravo royally messed up. I think they should have ditched the first 2 weeks of filming and continued on. They didn't have to show that because what we're looking at now is just a bunch of chickens running around, twerking all the time, and just it's not cohesive. Nothing adds up. It's just it's nothing solid. And I'm honestly, I'm not really looking at it anymore. I'm just going to listen to your review and other people's reviews because it's not giving anything. The only person on there that I'm really feeling right now, because she does feel real and relatable, is Angela. So it is what it is, but bravo, they messed up. And
I
thanks
have
for
to
having me.
agree. I have to agree with you. And I just want to thank you all as panelists for coming up tonight, ladies. I so appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to let you drop down and I'm going to give my final thoughts and wrap up the show.
Thank you so much, Queen. I
Thank
appreciate
you,
you and
Queen.
love you. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Absolutely. So I promise y'all I would give y'all Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16, episode 9. And we did, y'all. I had to come back. I'm going to let the ladies drop down and then I'm going to continue the show. Let me let them fall out quick. Okay. So they're asking to Latrice, Linda, do everybody want to know how you make that cocktail? You say you drinking watermelon Hennessy? Go ahead and if you can type. Linda, what's going on? Linda's one of my moderators, y'all. She's gotten everybody excited. She says she's drinking watermelon Hennessy. Is that watermelon juice and Hennessy? Tell us more. Please enlighten us. That sounds delicious. I don't even drink liquor like that. That sounds real good. But listen. So yeah, Porsha. Porsha has single-handedly diminished her own brand this season. Now, Porsha has always been a questionable character, but she's been entertaining. And because the entertainment and the beauty piece, she's a beautiful lady. Because she's been entertaining and beautiful, she was able to slide by with a lot, right? That we probably should have never turned our heads, but she was good on the show around the right people. So now I think it's safe to say Portia's actually a background singer and not the lead. If this season hasn't taught me anything, and maybe it will get better, but here's the problem, Bravo. We're 9 episodes in. If it takes 9 to 10 episodes in to get better, you failed miserably. You have failed miserably, period, point blank. So if it takes 9 to 10 episodes in for it to get better, it's too late because half of your viewing audience have clocked out. You've lost 300,000. I think they said y'all were up 500K. But think about the premiere. So you're losing them rapidly. Somebody at the table called the wrong play. Somebody at the table called the wrong play. And I think you would have been better suited probably reprimanding both Britt, Edie, and Kenya Moore. And then because Britt was already signed to this season, bringing them back. But the fact that you literally scrapped your entire roster with your OGs and your vets, horrible decision. The math ain't mathing and the cast ain't casting. The math ain't mathing and the cast ain't casting. I said it. I meant it. And those are my final thoughts as we wrap up the show. Let's see, Linda. I knew Linda wasn't going to give us that drink recipe. Linda laid out somewhere, y'all, rubbing her feet together, feeling good, feeling real good about it. And a lot of you say you don't even watch the show. You just come over here to get the recaps and the reviews from us. Okay, there she goes. She got up out of bed. Linda says, Toot, it's already made. Go to your nearest liquor store. They should have it. It's watermelon. What? It's pineapple watermelon. It's a Hennessy that's already made. Now, Linda, I ain't never heard of that. Have you? What liquor store you go to? Y'all, for those of you that's new, I talk like that. I'm not mad. I just have my voice is very pointed. But Linda, I ain't never heard of no pineapple watermelon Hennessy. Are you sure it's Hennessy? Or you might be drinking vodka, Linda. You need to go check. Naturally Mar says, I hope Drew finds a backbone and read those two. She not gonna do it. Let me tell you why. Drew is in survival mode. And when women go through things, anybody, let me not just say women, when people go through things, sometimes they got to weigh out their strength and measure out their force. Because sometimes they're robbing Peter to pay Paul by way of energy. I can't even give you that. I ain't even got no more fight left in me. So Ralph, I told you, when you get with a narcissist, he gonna suck or she's going to suck everything up out of you. Everything up out of you. So that's it. That's all for tonight. I don't want to hold y'all too long. I just wanted to come and cover it real quick. It's been a hell of a conversation. Okay. Now just know when you pull up to the palace, Mind your manners and we'll mind ours. But if not, we're on what you on. And we typically don't have that type of behavior. Most men come, they hide out, they get a feel for it. I told y'all the first 30 days, didn't I say it? Let us onboard you. Don't be reading too much into stuff. Don't be calling names. You're a new employee around here. Get a feel for it. If you don't like it, leave quietly. Otherwise, I'm going to write you up. And it is what it is. To Latrice says, I'm too tickled. Ah, Lordy. But anywho, thank you, everybody. What y'all want to go out on? Y'all want to go out on argue or as we lay? Let's get a vote in the chat. Two said, this is a good live. We got to mute oh, child, a bitter one. Yes, a bitter man. Two, this pineapple. Okay. Two, Linda said there is a pineapple and watermelon Hennessy. All right. So she says, go to your local liquor store and ask for the pineapple or the watermelon Hennessy. And with that being said, let's get a vote. You want me to take you out with the argue song, or As We Lay with Porsha? Which one y'all want? Lay or argue? Lay or argue? We got one for lay. Oh, we got another one for lay. 3, 4. Oh, y'all want lay? All right. Lay it is, As We Lay. Y'all are wild. Thank you, Q Catrice. Lori, look, Aunt Lori says, go on and lay it down as we lay. Yes, as we lay. You know what? All right, as we lay. Here we go. We should have counted up the cows. In the
That's the truth.